Hey there guys, we're taking a look at Devil May Cry 5 running on the AMD Ryzen 5 5500U, and the game settings that we're using are on the screen right now. So it's pretty much everything at its lowest, and really a big boost here is the fact that we have the render scaling set to 70%, and this pretty much gives us the best level of performance here. And overall the game looks pretty solid still, and it performs really well now. And these were what I found to be the most ideal settings to actually play the game. And really, if you pay attention to the frame times, you'll see that it was a very enjoyable experience. It was very consistent. I didn't really run into any issues. If I didn't have the frame counter up, I pretty much would not have cared at all about the performance that I was getting. What was a bit surprising to me was actually how little amount of RAM we were actually using. We're not even using 10 gigabytes, and I was definitely expecting this to be eating up a lot more than that. Though really, this runs on the Resident Evil engine, and yeah, I'm finding that at least the modern Resident Evil engine performs really well. And you'll see coming up soon that it actually performs really well in Resident Evil Village. But at least Devil May Cry 5 is just doing a really wonderful job here. And honestly, I'm really happy to see that this level of performance is still possible on this chip in a relatively new title. And it really reaffirms my position that I think that the 5500U is pretty much the best chip to get on the market right now, just in terms of performance per dollar. Really, I think a lot of systems are mostly just handicapped by the fact that they're just being held back by 8 gigabytes of RAM. I would really wish that 8 gigabytes of RAM would just go away at point. I wish 16 was just the default, because you can see what the difference is in terms of having 16 gigabytes of RAM and having the 8. Some of these games were completely unplayable with the 8 gigabytes of RAM, and just having 16 has pretty much made them completely playable, very stable. It's just a completely different world of an experience. And I don't understand how some systems have 8 gigabytes of RAM and then it'll be like 8 gigabytes of soldered RAM, which is just the most devastating thing you could possibly do. And really, I don't care if it's like 8 gigabytes of LPDDR4X RAM. If it's 8 gigabytes, it's not enough. And I mean, the game right now is using enough RAM where if we just had 8 gigabytes, we would definitely be suffering. And it's not eating up so much that the system is going to be struggling. So it's perfectly paired with these 16 gigabytes of RAM. Overall, the game just runs really well on here, and I'm really happy with the level of performance that I got out of it. But anyways, I want to thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.